Chipies ecosystem must do better, and it needs to do better no matter what. You know, there is this feeling you get when you really observe how people are living, like not from a distance but like close enough to see the details. And yeah, it's hard to ignore it once you see it, because you start realizing we can actually do better as cheapest ecosystem, like way better than the original all its organizations, companies, or even institutions. Not like just a little improvement there. I mean, at all levels of life, we can actually do it. How people earn, how people live, how people participate, how people are included in everything. I mean, the truth is, a lot of systems that we have today, they were designed to they were not designed to evolve fully. So they function to produce results, but when you look closely, they leave too many people at the edges. People are working, people are contributing, people are existing, but not really owning anything, not really empowered. So that is the gap, because you can't say a system is working if the majority of people inside it are not truly participating in its outcomes. Never. So the question becomes, what does it actually mean to do better? Is it more about increasing jobs? No, cheapest ecosystem doesn't aim to be that kind. Is it about making more money? No. More growth? No. Or is it something better than that? Because yeah, for me, doing better means building systems where people are not just included as workers but as co-owners, where empowerment is not just a word but something you can feel in your life, where people don't just survive the economy, they actually participate in it. And yeah, that requires something different. It requires new system designs, because the current structures, they are very linear. I mean, they have creators at the top, operators in the middle, and participants at the bottom. And Chippies is basically saying, okay, let's try to rethink this structure and build something where everyone can co-create, everyone can co-own, everyone can benefit from the value being created. And yeah, that is where things like collective intelligence become start to become more important, because the co-designing and the co-building the whole process is driven by imagine in this instead of making decisions for a million. What if we could have this kind of a structure where millions co-create decisions, co-create ideas, build together and align around shared value? That is not chaos. I mean, if it's properly structured, it's actually intelligence as a scale, right? So that is where Cosmocreate again comes in within Chipies ecosystem, not basically as an infrastructure, or but is an enabler, enabling coordinated co-creation, transparent structures, fair distribution of value, verifiable participation across the world. So now you are not saying let's include people, right? You are actually building a system that makes inclusion real through Cosmocrate. And this is where we also have to be honest about existing system, because yeah, they have helped build the world we see today, but they also created some huge gaps. Gaps where people contribute but don't own, people work but don't actually uh, build equity. At the same time, people participate but don't share outcomes. And if you don't address that, those gaps will keep growing. So Chippy's ecosystem is not here only to criticize these existing companies or organizations, the NGOs, the charities, but you know, we are seeing what is missing in them. So let's build something better, a system where ownership is not concentrated, the value flows back to people, participation is open and global. Empowerment is not limited by status or geography. Because at the end of the day, an economy should not just be something where people survive in, but it should be something where people belong to. So something that can shape, something that can you can grow with, something that can benefit in a real way. And when you bring people into ownership, when you give them stakes, they don't just improve system, you activate humanity itself. So because people care more, they will start also to build more and think long term. I think that is critical in making Chipies ecosystem better as Abiquitous owners, and that is how we can start moving towards something bigger, not just a better system, but also better societies. Societies where people are empowered, structured, are inclusive, intelligence is collective, value is shared. And yeah, that is not going to be perfect from day one. I mean, there will be challenges, there will always things we don't fully understand during some moments, but doing better is not optional anymore because the world we have right now is showing us clearly that what is causing human suffering. So we can do even better than them. We can include more, we can build more, and cheap is basically that decision not to settle, not to accept the limits that exclude people, and not to keep building systems that leave the majority behind. Because to move forward with intention and build um, something where everyone has a place, a role, and a real stake in the future is not a need, is not a want, but a necessity, and a must to have. So this is why Chipies ecosystem must do better, because we are seeing the gaps in today's world. We are seeing some weaknesses that are eroding what it means to be a human. So Chipies ecosystem should aim to bring better structures to the societies, better system to societies, and be a concrete solution to humanity at a scale. Thank you very much.